keep your arm flexed, the rep is not that strong because you kind of keep pulling your arm out, move your arm away. Yeah, see, his arm moves. What I do, turn off for a second here, so they can see. When I'm here and I wrap, I kind of put my weight on the arm. So if he tries to pull the arm, you see how my hand stays there a little longer? Kind of hold your hand against the mat a little bit. So don't kind of keep your arm flexed because you don't have as much power to control. So once you wrap here, look, you wrap really good and keep your weight on your hand. So he tries to pull, so I stretch my arm, look. Once I get my hip there, pull your arm out. So he's not going anywhere. As I kind of fall on top of his hands. You know, the hook is almost like not as relevant. You feel that how they kind of. So make sure that, you know, when you wrap, don't bend. Kind of like that. You want to wrap it, go straight. I almost lose my fist, you know, when I go. Okay. Number 1 was the elbow trap, right? Number 2 was the wrist wrap. Number 3 is the V. When you do the V, okay, basically everything is the same, all right? Retract your arm, please. Retract your arm. What you want to make sure it doesn't happen is space. Go ahead, keep retracting. Look how keep moving. Yeah, do you see that? Go back again. So I need to kind of move my weight a little bit to retract. You see how? And then from here, you know, get the position. I kind of use my shoulder a little bit, or I can do the stretch out right off the bat. I'm here. I got everything ready. Okay, I start pulling. I stretch him as much as I can. See over here, in order for you to stretch the guy, it's not just using your arm. You use your arm and then your elbow does this. See, this is the killing situation for the guy's balance. Okay, because a lot of times here, if I just lift, keep resisting, keep resisting, keep resisting, keep resisting. You see how, yeah, don't go, don't go. Yeah, don't go, fight a little bit, move the arm a little bit. Yeah, you see how he kind of sometimes slips out? Once I do this with the elbow, do it again. Do you see how I kind of slow him down right there? Just by using that, and that gives me time to build up everything there and finish the flip. So, once you have a big grip, you're going to stretch him as much as you can, and then, boom, your elbow does this. If your elbow does that, not only control him better, but you stretch him even further. Okay? We're going to see later on as we fight each other, because we're going to have to reconstruct all this butterfly. When the guy sabotages in every possible way, I want to still see you guys able to succeed. We're going to see a couple of situations that happens from the V. Used to train with a student of mine, a wrestler. It was really hard to flip in any other way. He never gave you this arm. So all I did was I would V, and then I would not try to push. I would kind of the side of my foot would kind of trip his knee. You see how easy he went? So sometimes you can combine the V grip with the leg control. In that situation, even if he here, push your leg, yeah. You see, you're not pushing. You see, you're not pushing with the bottom. You're pushing like this, down to the ground. You move. Look how I kind of like. You see how I'm pulling his knee literally to the ground. Here he tries to pull the arm. Look, my elbow is up. See, I'm already too late for him to go anywhere. I think with the leg though, it might not even be enough necessary for you to work with that elbow, but the elbow is necessary if you don't post against the leg. So I'm here, number 1 or number 2, so I kind of caught the V, right? As I stretch him out and I go, look, the elbow comes up. This is true even for situations like this, like when you have this flip here, which you're going to see later on. A lot of times I'm flipping the guy here, and you see how he's moving out? Go back again. So a lot of times when I get the shoulder, look, how I lift my elbow up. Sorry, didn't mean to hurt you. My elbow I trap him, and it kind of brings him up. Do you see the difference right there? So you kind of it kind of eliminates. We're going to see that at a later time, okay? When we do it, but I'd like to see here. You're here, control. Okay, look. See the elbow there? Then flip the guy over, and then you play a little bit. One more time. So you're here. So you control here. Keep resisting a little bit. Yeah. Lift first. Flip later. See, if you try to pull when the guy doesn't want to come, one more time, what you might incur, keep resisting. Don't come, don't come, don't come, don't come, don't come. You sometimes, look, the V slides up, go back again. So I kind of lift and I get my elbow up. Here, I kept my elbow up again. See, my elbow keeps kind of moving up instead of just moving the arm up. I give him less chance to kind of slip out. You follow that? So basically, when you do the V-grip, everything's the same. When you start stretching him, I want to see you doing this. And if you need more, do more. Because every time you do the elbow maneuver, he keeps stretching out more and more. Real quick, I'll show you how I fight back sometimes. Trying to give you an example why it's necessary to get the elbow. Don't use the elbow, just stretch me out and flip me over. Or flip. No. I want you to use the V-grip. Yeah, stretch me out, stretch me out. You see here how the side of my arm touches the ground? Now position your elbow up. Yeah, do you see? When you do that, my elbow goes. Once my elbow goes, no matter what I do, I collapse. Does that make sense? I cannot touch like that, but I can still touch like that. You know, and then my elbow opens. I'm done. Do you feel the difference one more time? So, excuse me. You got the V-grip, right? So here you're stretching, and I'm fighting back. Now your elbow starts to move. Oh. See, my arm goes in the hole. I cup my hand and I put my shoulder on his arm. Pull your arm out. See that? And then from here I still boom. Get the effect of the reversal. So if you ever miss the V-grip, you know, as he slides the elbow out, pull low, shoulder down. You know, because sometimes it's not when things are going well, it's when you feel you don't have the guy 100%. Okay? So I give you an example here. Can the two of you be in the middle? So I can actually guys do. All right, so let's say Dan, you're down, and Shane, you're in the guard. All right? So the first time, Shane, you just cooperate and let him do, go for grip number 1. When you reach over, yeah, you hide and stuff, and then you go there. Okay, good, great. Go back again. Shane, mess him up. Right there, ready? It doesn't matter if he gets you or not. Okay, just mess him up. Do you see here how there's a little struggle for control that is taking place, but what I see happening is you're chasing his arm, he's not giving it to you, you have a little bit of control there, he's retreating. I want you to try to touch your head on his chest, regardless if you have him or not. Okay? Ready? Same thing again, yes. No. Start where you, like you're going and you kind of went down. Start where you were, where you left off. Okay. What happens when things are not going your way, first thing you have to change is the angle. You got to sit up so you can catch some more. Now, don't give him the arm. If the guy doesn't give you the arm, stay there, please. In order for you to make, yeah, stay tight though. Everything's tight, keep moving away, Shane. What you're going to do is entice him by holding the lapel as if you had the arm. And pretend you're going to flip it, pulling the lapel. You see how his arm kind of moves? Mm-hmm. See if that gives you any opening to get a hold of him. Okay, stop there for a second. Now you're going to go for the cup. Okay, squeeze your elbows in your knees and tie up. Okay, stay there. Move a little bit, Shane. Move a little bit. Yeah, just tie up. Stay tight. Yeah. See if you can kind of build up the position from that point on. Go ahead. Go for the position. Do you see? Kind of like this. See, we're kind of like, you understand that you're not going to have the guy when the guy fights back. But you got to get a good position and freeze. What you don't want is to allow him to keep improving or running from you. Okay? Let me explain now with a little bit more firepower. When you freeze, it's like they spring that coil and then unleash. Here, let's say, assuming that I still have this. What I do a lot of times here, run from me a little bit, I tie up. You see, I'm hanging on him. Look my head. I'm not here. Because here right now, keep moving like I don't have any pull. Look, I start to give you guys more space. So, look, keep moving. Look, I tie up. See that? I use that grip here just to move a little bit. See, he gave me the V. For the V, I went for that modification here. I couldn't pull, so I tucked it in and my shoulder went there. But I want you to see the firepower here. When you go for the flip, wait, tie up. Okay, go ahead. Move away. Run for me. Run. Push, yeah, wherever you want. Push, yeah. See, like he's moving. Nothing changed so far on my position here. You see that? Yeah, you can use your hand. Use your hand. Push. Look what he did. He gave me that. Now here, look. Sorry. I kind of lost you a little bit. I didn't control the leg. One more time. I'll try to kind of like, when I go, by the way, you see that I keep going forever? I mean, I don't care. I would end up in a better position than I was. We'll go back again one time here. Keep retreating here a little bit. Sometimes what I feel happens with you too, if you keep moving like that, is my knee position here. You see how my knee's on your gut there? Over here, now it changes a little bit here. So the knee look, finish the position. So that was the only thing that I could say when I unleashed, I was not able to materialize, is if I keep the foot all the time, when the guy spreads out, my foot is much weaker than my knee. So here real quick. Basically what Shane is doing, keep moving back. So I'm freezing here, look, I try to give you no space. Okay? Pull you up a little bit, then I cup, and I get my knee in. Now here, look what happens. When I push at the end, do you feel how your gut keeps moving right there? Go back again. Now, let's say here you didn't go. Yeah, go back to the same position again and freeze. And on the freeze, you're gonna feel also when it's good for you to move. See what I'm saying? Move here, boom, push the guy off. Because if he keeps retreating, it comes to a point where he invites you. But when you're close to a guy, you don't have to put your hand on the ground. You don't have to pull. You kind of just hop and go real quick. So, but look, keep moving away, keep moving away. Move your weight, yes. Do you see here? Here I put my elbow on the ground. Over here I lower the grip a little bit. Oh, actually the hand, look, right here. Now he tries to defend. Keep defending a little bit. Look, I got the cup. Look, I push, not straight through, down. See, down. See, I want the guy to sit. And now here, look, when I'm on top, I'm not giving anything. I'm right here. That's one thing that's very dangerous when you do this forward transition is from here to try to throw your weight and end up with your arm kind of trapped or sometimes fall into a triangle. I want to put the weight down, so I'm here, okay? So this is the other thing. See, I like this. Freeze. If you can get the arm here, no problem. Yes, I got it. Okay? If I can get the wrapping over here, great. Okay, if the guy doesn't give it to me, you can kind of, from that freeze, figure out what is the maneuver, but man, I feel like so good. And I have always that option here, right here. And then I move, pulling down. This is what the key point is. When you're here, keep resist, don't go. Don't go. You see how when I push him straight back, he's not going? I kind of push straight down. You see how you sit your butt on the ground? I want your butt to sit. So I elevate myself a little bit. Your waistline has to be slightly above his in order for the push down to be strong. If I'm here and I try to push down from here, it's not going to work. Once my waist is above, it's very easy to make the guy sit. So all you need when you make this transition forward is not stay on the same level, higher up a little bit and keep sinking him down as you go. We follow that. So I want to see you guys being able now to take your butterfly to one level above in terms of if there's no flip, there's a forward motion and you're going to sit the guy on his butt. Okay? And of course, like if your guy gives me over here, great. But if I feel like he's moving, look, I don't give him this because here right now he can start to really open space. So here, move away from me, open space. See here how I kind of stay. That's the freezing right there. See what I'm saying? Here I go, look up, push down. Look how easy. And push down fast when you go. I don't like to stay in the guy's guard if I can walk around.